So I got a bit of a feel-good story for you to start the show. Every now and then I like to do a feel-good segment because, normally I'm covering a dozen bad stories a week, and sometimes I just need a break. And this one is one of those, it's a video, and it gives you a little bit of hope. Now, granted, this is on a college campus, so it is kind of, this reaction is to be expected, but essentially, some Nazi, not even a student, some Nazi just went into a classroom, started throwing, we're going to watch this on in a moment, started throwing, Nazi salutes and started saying like a bunch of, or not racial slurs, I think like homophobic slurs, and he gets chased out of the classroom. This is just great. Just great. And if you, before any conservatives, MAGA, folk are like, oh, you guys call everyone Nazis. At the end of the video, you will see this guy is a Nazi. It is confirmed by his own words. All right, let's get into this. We're going to watch this video here and then just talk about it a little bit. Anyways, let's get started.
Out this chaotic scene on the UW campus last night when a man barged into a classroom. He performed the Nazi salute, yelled homophobic slurs, and as you can see right there, he was then chased by dozens of students across campus. Camera 7's Jason Sloss joining us live from campus right now. And Jason, you spoke with one of the students who was in that class and saw her.
I'm going to be annoying for a second and back it up. I wasn't paying attention. I already watched this. But the student in question, and it'll become more clear, is this not student, excuse me. The disruptor, the Nazi in question is right here, blue shirt. Kind of hard to tell. But yeah, keep an eye on them. But we're going to see a bunch of different angles.
The Nazi salute, yelled homophobic slurs, and as you can see right there, he was then chased by dozens of students across campus. Camera 7's Jason Sloss joining us live from campus right now. And Jason, you spoke with one of the students who was in that class and saw the whole thing.
Yeah, and that student says this guy twice interrupted the class that was held here at Kane Hall. Then the entire class chased him across Red Square right here before police took him into custody.
Dude, get out!
A Wednesday evening psych class at UW taking a bizarre turn after a young man interrupted the class making Nazi gestures and comments.
Everyone's first thought when this happens now is, does this person have a gun? And that was, I was very scared. Everyone was very scared.
Laszlo DeBreer was in the class and says the man quickly left, then returned.
So I don't know if there were like different gestures before this, but right now, like, if that's what they're calling a Nazi salute, that's a bit, it's a bit weak. Let's be real here. Elon Musk gave a much better Nazi salute than what we're seeing here. Now, again, before the video, like before someone started recording, it could have been more clear. But again, at the end of the video, you're going to see this guy was a Nazi, like by his own admission.
30 minutes later.
This time he was referring to us as the gay slurs. He kept calling us the F slur and calling us degenerates. So everyone just started screaming at him. The atmosphere was very different.
Students cheered as he was chased out, but the situation grew more intense as dozens of students and the instructor followed him across Red Square. Along the way, one student pepper sprayed the guy.
I was screaming at people to not hurt him, to not... I understand why, but I do not agree with him being pepper sprayed. I definitely understand why, but at this point he was very much not a threat. He was running away. It's important not to escalate.
Moments later, students shoved him to the ground and surrounded him until university police arrived and took him away. The 19-year-old man was later released.
Yep, there he is right now. And man, it's like 2025. I feel like I'm watching a video of a UFO right now. Like, every smartphone video we have here is like 240p. And it was like that in like every single news story that covered it, at least that I saw. Like, come on, man, I want to see this better. I want to see this Nazi's face. Like, what are we doing here? And by the way, him getting pepper sprayed, I don't condone political violence, of course, or violence in general. And like, is this even political violence? I understand, like, yeah, it is. But like, when did we lose the whole like aura of like, that's a Nazi. That's a confirmed Nazi. So, like, he's going to fuck around to find out. if he's going to go to a crowd and start doing Nazi salutes and saying the F slur, and, you know, other slurs, like, what are we doing? What happened? Like, is this controversial to say, but what happened to just giving a Nazi a good ass whooping? Nothing to do with politics. Like, if you're a Nazi, like, get your ass beat. What are we talking about? If you're out seg-hailing and fucking is shouting slurs at people, what do you want me to say? All right. I'm going to leave it at that before I get in trouble.
In an interview with Cairo 7, the man confirmed he went into the class, made comments and Nazi gestures. I asked if he believed what he was saying and if he was a Nazi sympathizer. And he told us yes, he is. The university released a statement saying the incident on Wednesday in which an individual interrupted a lecture in Kane Hall while apparently making Nazi salutes and hurling insults at the instructor and students is completely unacceptable. The individual is not a UW student, and we will be issuing a ban from campus.
Now, we're told police are still investigating all of this, what charges investigators say they're looking at, coming up at 6. We're live on the UW campus. Jason Sloss, Cairo 7 News.
Let's go.
Yeah, so it's a feel-good video, man. I mean, obviously, it's not great that in the year 2025, we still have people that are just out and about Nazis and do this kind of shit. But, like, just to see an entire classroom of students not only chase him out of the classroom, but damn near chase him off the entire campus. That's amazing. And there wasn't any, like, brutal assault or anything. All right, the dude got pepper sprayed and shoved to the ground and, like, put under citizen's arrest, basically, until authorities or campus police could come and detain him and do what they must. So, again, like, back in the day, it was just like, yeah, dude, we saw a guy come up and give a fucking Nazi salute and start saying a bunch of slurs, so we beat the shit out of him. Like, back in the day, would have been like, hell yeah. Now it's like, conservatives are gonna be like, how dare you? How dare you? How do you know he's a Nazi? How do you know he's a Nazi? What's Nazi about throwing a Nazi salute and saying F slurs and admitting that you're a Nazi? Like, come on. Come on. Obviously, the violence is not worth it. I'm not condoning it. But, like, I always say this, like, if a pedophile, like a known pedophile, like, gets the shit beat out of him in the street, am I going to shed a tear? No. Do I think that's the kind of justice we should have? Of course not. But again, I'm not going to feel bad. Now, my concern here is I'm worried that the girl who did, the woman who did pepper spray him, if she's going to get charged, because it's America. Like, of course, what she did is, I mean, by all, by the law, she can probably be charged with something. All right. Does that mean it's right? Of course not. But I hope that doesn't happen. But just judging by just how this person probably is based on their beliefs, they're gonna just be like, how dare you? And then he's going to sue him or press charges or whatever against that lady. And maybe even the students that pushed him down because, you know, despite the just gross things he did, he didn't do anything like actually threatening. So, and again, I'm just calling it how it is. I hope to God that he doesn't put any charges. And if there's any charges, it's against him for trespassing on a college campus, trespassing into a classroom and disrupting. But yeah, man, like, fuck Nazis. Like, all right, I'm not going to sit here and hide the ball and just say, like, oh, he shouldn't have been pepper sprayed. He shouldn't have been shoved to the ground. But, like, in general, if there's a Nazi and they're not threatening, like, physically threatening, then don't risk a charge. Don't risk a charge. Don't pepper spray them. Don't assault them because, as some would say, as right as that action would be, it is still against the law unless there is an actual threat there. But yeah, Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next. If you made it to this point in the video, I just want to give a special thank you. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button down below, and if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button while you're down there. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I will try to reply to any and all comments that I can. Until next time, watch that video on screen.